Happy Sunday morning and welcome back to Angie's DIYs. And on this segment of our channel, we give you a little story that you can use to diffuse an unfavorable conversation that might be going on around you, and we're calling it give them something to talk about, or something else to talk about. Okay, so today we're talking from Judges chapter 4, starting at verse 15. The Lord threw Sisera, all his chariots, and all his army into a panic before Barak's assault. Sisera left his chariot and fled on foot. Barak pursued the chariots and the armies as far as Harosheth of the nation, and the whole army of Sisera fell by the sword. Not a single man was left. Meanwhile, Sisera had fled on foot to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite, because there was peace between King Jabin of Hazor and the father of Heber the Kenite. So Jael went out to greet Sisera and said to him, "Come in, my lord. Come in with me. Don't be afraid." So he went into her tent, and she covered him with the blanket. And he said to her, "Please give me a little water to drink, for I'm thirsty." So she opened up a container of milk and gave him drink and covered him again. Then he said to her, "Stand at the entrance to the tent, and if a man comes and asks you, 'Is there a man in here?' say no." While he was sleeping from exhaustion, Heber's wife, Jael, took a tent peg, grabbed a hammer, and went silently to Sisera. She hammered the peg into his temple and drove him into the ground, and he died. So the title of our little story today is Steak Well Done. She took a tent stake and drove it through his head to the floor there and killed him. Now, you're not going to hear that preached at church very often. It's just not a story that's preached on very often. But it is an eye-opening story. It is going to perk the ears of the unbeliever and the believer. So, next time you're in an unfavorable situation where people are kind of talking about something you don't want to take part of, study that. There's a lot more before, a lot more after. And you can give them something else to talk about. See you next Sunday.